Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit go live and we're gonna play a game called Aidyn Chronicles again for the second day in a row. I wish they actually put this dog in the game. Hello, Bradley Rose. On Twitch, that's kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Most of the people are on YouTube. Are you going to start a YouTube and Twitch war? Thank you, CrapGamer17, for blessing us with your presence. What's this lady doing out here in a dress? If I didn't know any better, I would say this was an AI-generated conversation. Can you help me, miss? Are you in some kind of trouble? I want to know if I'm near the castle. Smell the air, boy. It's going to rain. I love the draw distance on these chests. I made some changes from yesterday. We're going to have Brenna use the sword, and I gave her the warrior skill. And I gave everyone healer. And Aileron's going to be the bow guy until his magic gets better. Yeah, I think on Twitch so far I only played a little bit of Unicorn Overlord, but I was having some trouble with it because it's not out for the PC, so I had to get it on PS4 because I'm poor and I don't have a PS5. And I also don't have a capture card, so I had to use that PS4 remote play app, and it was just really janky. It really wasn't working good, and it would disconnect at really random times. But Unicorn Overlord's been pretty fun. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the capture card market. I don't know if I would trust the $20 one though, but that's kind of the problem with rampant consumerism. Getting like beaten into your brain, like I don't trust anything that's cheap anymore. Yeah, I know. I had to have that debate with myself, like, do I really want to, you know, am I ever going to stream a PS4 exclusive game ever again? Plus, there's no guarantee that the capture card that I found would work properly. And there's 100% guarantee that I would spend 20 hours like fiddling with it, trying to get these like unattainably perfect metrics, you know. Like there's no way I'd just plug it in. I would find something wrong with it. Mr. Crap Gamer, you need to stop playing Ocarina of Time and start playing this game immediately. Okay. Sevoran can use the bow now. Yep. Don't tell me you haven't beaten Ocarina of Time yet. It's been like a week. I gotta stop up here and get a rope and a namer's ring. The rope gives +2 to your thief skill and is kind of absurdly overpowered. This is actually the village that Aileron. It's where he was a baby, and they were gonna do the naming ceremony, and then all the goblins came and destroyed it and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure this is the place. Not Warcraft being a grind. Aileron with a bow is how we're gonna make it to Erromon in one piece. Oh yeah, and I turned Rada into an alchemist. So she can make all of our OP strength and dex potions and what have you. I think this is the place with the namer's ring. It is not. No, this is it. I don't think this is a random spawn. I think it's a namer's ring every time. Okay, thank God. Spell battery +10, dude. Wow. Okay. So, I think... I don't know if I'll give that to him or Rada. I'll just give it to him. And I don't have to change it later. What's up, Ethereal Omni? Yeah, you should give it a shot, Bradley. I never actually owned it. I just rented it a lot. I didn't actually get my first physical copy until like last year sometime. The game store on my route actually got one of the gray cartridges. I think they're supposed to be a little bit more rare, but they're selling it for like $90 or something like that. And I'd already bought one of these, and I bought one of these in a in the box, and I also bought a copy of Ogre Battle 64 from there. So I thought I should probably take it easy with buying retro stuff for a while. Look at this, +2 thief. All right. Now we can go to the hut. If I remember how to get there. You got this game on a handheld device? What are those called again? Well, my friend has one of those that plays Nintendo games. He just started playing Ogre Battle, actually. I think they're about to come out with another one, too. I think someone else was talking about that. I think what he has is a Retroid Pocket. Yeah, Bradley, I've watched a ton of streams on this, and I've watched Tactical's speedrun for it probably like 4 or 5 times all the way through. If you've never seen that, I really recommend it. It's called an Aionio. I can't remember if it was you or not. Someone commented that a new one was coming out in like December or something. Did I just run in a circle? Aionio? Oh, okay. This is kind of dangerous. I know there's like minotaurs and ogres around here somewhere. I was having a really tough time with ogres last night. I think the hut is very close. This is kind of a bad time to be out in the wilderness. Oh, I forgot to grab Kendall's hat yesterday. You see all that blood on it from where the goblins ate him? This is kind of risky, but I don't want to get caught in the middle of the night. I think this is it. Oh, good lord. Where's the hut? I've actually never played Quest 64. I watched Triki's video on it, though. They had it at my game store when I was a kid, but it didn't look like something I'd be into. And, I spent all my money on Final Fantasy VII. The lady at the game store actually gave me Final Fantasy VII because I rented it so much. Okay, there it is. Yeah, she gave it. I mean, it wasn't free because I don't know how much I spent on it over the years, but I think they were like a month or two from shutting down. And I went to rent it one more time, and she's like, just take it home. I actually have it over there. It's got the sticker on it and everything. Yeah, she was cool. She also gave me a copy of Garden State. These Cauldron Steam effects were really ahead of their time. Yeah, that movie's like 20 years old now, dude. Gauntlet. I think the only one of those I played was Dark Legacy. One of my friends had it, and we would do. There were usually like three of us. We would do like a warrior, wizard, and jester. Is it the best one? I never played any of the other ones. I just remember getting into a lot of arguments because you all had to like stay together in the same screen, and someone would always like take off a head and get someone trapped and get them killed, or like take all the gold, take all the food. You're just a pup. Yeah, I think she probably got that from the Mararis. I think she said that she lived with them for a while after the village got attacked. Yeah, and we'd always get to the dragon, and we would just farm the dragon over and over again to level people up. It is. This is actually kind of a tragic conversation, once you play through the whole game. These are terrible directions, by the way. Her face is just, it's too funny. Alright. I thought she said... Oh wait, no, this is it. Okay, I already taught Aileron strength, so that's Rada. Okay. I don't have any other wizards. Thanks for the scroll, though. Okay. And now for the 50-minute walk to Erromon. Once we find the road. I don't know what happened to all the Minotaurs. There were like 3 Minotaur groups out here last night. My dog is snoring, so my apologies if you hear that. Oh, here's a Minotaur. I don't know if we can do this. That's a good start, though. No snores? Really? It's so loud. I can hear it through my headphones. Good God. These guys were kind of wrecking me really bad yesterday. Damn, dude. See, I just gave her warrior and the sword. And instead of doing like 1 damage, she's doing like almost 30. I can't remember if Rada can learn warrior or not. I should have checked before I left town. Okay, this is the one we want. Okay. She needs so much freaking endurance. Yeah, if we can handle 4 Minotaurs, it should be fine. Last night, I still just had a dagger on Brenna. And she didn't have warrior or anything like that. I didn't know until like way later in the game that Trehern's sword actually counts as like a magical weapon. Like Warfang and like some of those other special ones you get. Because of the enchantment that Bowden puts on it. But it doesn't actually say that it is. But you can use it to hit like spirit wolves and stuff like that. And wraiths. He is currently 2 for 3. That other wolf fled already. Oh yeah, I forgot I gave her that rope. That's probably why the damage is so high. Yep, 3 plus 2. It's already 5. I wonder if that's the only rope in the game. I kind of want to go find those ogres that were kicking my ass yesterday. Pretty sure one's right here. Yep. Hello, Lord Mugen. That is very bad. pretty sure Abrakan was in range of that. Oh, actually, it probably just prioritized Aileron instead of him. Hopefully he gets another turn before this guy kills him. Oh, dude, thank you. I appreciate it. They were a lot of fun to work on. The next one is probably going to be shorter, somewhere around like 45 minutes, or at least I'm going to try really hard to keep it a little bit shorter. And then I'll probably go back and do another longer one after that. Just got a little bit of editing fatigue. Not really. I think that's just kind of how it's played out this year because I've been a little bit bored with games. I did get really heavy into Baldur's Gate 3 though. What kind of setup do you have? Ethereal? Like you could get Shotcut or something. Shotcut's free. That's actually what I made the Aidyn Chronicles retrospective with. Ogre Battle was made in Premiere, but this one was made in Shotcut. He really needs to die. Thank God. Yeah, I started watching Sons of Anarchy again. That ended like 10 years ago. Hell yeah, dude. I think I watched like half of Burn Notice, but it was sort of during a time where I was kind of zoned out really heavily while I was watching TV, so I don't really remember a lot of it. Yeah, editing is honestly the roughest part, dude. I got into Premiere and I changed a shit ton of the keybinds so I could do a lot of it without actually having to like pick my hands up off the keyboard, and that made it way way faster. But, you know, it was still like dozens of hours. It's just a ridiculous amount of time. So, when I finished recording that script and then I put it into Premiere and it said 3 hours, I was just like, oh my God, what have I done? So I had to cut a bunch of it out. It was just, and even still, it was still kind of long. I really didn't mean for it to get that long. I got to get her health up or she's gonna die. Hmm. Yeah, I'd only seen like a few videos on it. And they're, you know, they were all, this is kind of risky. Okay. They were, I know one of them was just like a guy kind of just making fun of it. And then another one was a guy like he I think his name was Skinkalink, and I liked it. I think it was like a 20-minute video. And I mean, he was like cool and funny and stuff, but it was just kind of quick. And I think it was like the first time he'd ever played it, but he did at least actually give it like an honest review. But other than that, there was like Little Shammy. Well, that was what his channel used to be called. I think he just goes by Shamsuck now. But he, you know, he had a lot. He's got a lot of like really dedicated stuff to it. But other than that, you know, you never really hear much about it. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you look up like any list of, you know, the rankings of the Nintendo RPGs or the N64 RPGs, like this one is usually at the very bottom. Usually even below Hybrid Heaven. I never played that one though. What's up, Tran? Welcome back. I just killed 2 ogres, if you can believe that. Seven. Very good. That's true. I've also never played Paper Mario, so I'm sure it's really good. Damn, 41. I can't believe I've never given Brenna that sword. But yeah, how does it usually go? It's usually people say like Paper Mario, then Ogre Battle, then Quest, then Hybrid Heaven, then Aidyn Chronicles, usually. But I've never played Paper Mario, but you know, everyone's all about it. It is kind of a CRPG, huh? Really? Actually, I'm going to wait and do dexterity on him. You know, that's a good point. I never really thought of it as a CRPG, but I mean, it basically is. Habrican's in kind of rough shape here. I still plan on, I'm probably going to play Paper Mario some point this year. Probably won't do a video about it or anything, but I'll probably just play it in my spare time. Yeah, the D&D stuff is what I really like about it. Even if I didn't know like what it was at the time as a kid. It was just crazy to me that I could individually go through and pick exactly what I wanted to do. And it's just like, for the most part, like, all bets are off. You can just build them. It's completely your responsibility. I don't know. This is probably a bad idea. I know they have a lot of health. Yeah, this is a terrible idea. Yeah, I watched Triki's video about Quest, and he was talking about how they would do this weird thing where you could like leave your console on all night and you could tape your control stick and have your dude like run around in circles, and it would level up his dexterity like really, really, really high. Or his speed, or, you know, whatever it was. What's RPGMZ? What's that? I've never heard of that. Oh, it's an RPG maker. I've never messed around with any of those. Aileron's been hitting a lot of criticals with the bow. She might die. Oh my god. I think I downloaded one like a long time ago. I can remember the icon. It was on my laptop. Actually, I don't think it was an RPG maker. It was something that was like, it was free. I never really got the hang of it. Helix? I've never heard of that either. I know Magular has a video where he reviews a bunch of RPG Maker games, but I haven't actually watched that one. Right up the butt. Dude, yeah, we're all Magular fanboys around here. We were talking about him for like 20 minutes last night. It's claymation? Hell yeah. Like Gumby? Do y'all remember Gumby? I hope somebody remembers Gumby. I never saw Skull Monkeys. I haven't watched the new video yet. No. I know it just came out like 3 or 4 days ago. Which is crazy because he just had one come out like, I think it was like the very beginning of December. He really freaking pumps stuff out, dude. I think the first video of his that I saw was the Legend of Dragoon. Oh my goodness, we've been ambushed. Excuse me, my bad. Yeah, I think I've watched like 3 or 4 of the Ultimate videos. I'm behind on those two. But I saw that one of the Ultimate creators' business partners commented on the video. He was like, I can't believe you got all this stuff right. I thought that was kind of crazy. I've never played any of the Ultimate games either. But I've always been interested because I play Final Fantasy XIV from time to time. Actually, I haven't played in like 6 months. But I know the director was like a really big fan of Ultima Online. So I've always been kind of interested in the series. I think I got one in, I think it was 2001. My mom went to Tunica to gamble, and she won like $4,000. And she bought a computer, but it didn't have like a graphics card or anything. It just had like integrated graphics. So I ended up putting World of Warcraft on it, and I only got like 8 frames a second in town. And it would go up to like 14 if I was in a cave by myself. But I couldn't go to Ironforge, I couldn't go to Stormwind or anything, or it would just lock up. Do I have specific goals for this run? Yeah, I'm going to try to keep all the original party members until the end. That's basically the only goal, because I've never actually done that. I usually trade out Brenna for... I'll say trade out. I usually get her killed and then get Beacon. And then Rita, I usually trade her out after... She leaves at some point. I can't remember when, though. Actually, no, I usually take Godric. But yeah, so I've never had Brenna go all the way to the end with Alaron, and I've never had Rita go through an adventure with Neeson through Shamsuk's Tower. Is that Yellow Light of Death for the PS3? My Xbox 360 had the Red Ring of Death. It was one of those. I remember because I got it for Christmas and I was playing Gears of War. And I was having like the greatest time of my life, and then it just died. I'd never had a console die before. Yeah, you do. You gotta, you can actually put him in the party, and then I think you can get him killed, and then replace him, and then go in. I think. But I think with this setup, I'd have to leave Abrican behind. Which is kind of why I want to make Rita tanky a little bit. And have her be like the melee person. And then Alaron and, what's his name? Neeson can just melt stuff. Yeah, he does. He dies. Oh, it wasn't under warranty or anything? You know, I've never even seen a Sega Saturn. Or a Dreamcast with my own 2 eyes. I only had a Genesis, and I never saw commercials for them, so I thought they were like a myth. Finally, we can level up the dexterity. I really want to get into some Dreamcast games. I mainly just play on my PC, and I've got a PS4 and a Game Boy Advance. It's actually got Pokemon Yellow in it. Right now. Is it over here? No, it's over there. I'm not going over there. Did they not make very many copies of Saturn games or something? Did the Saturn come out before or after the Dreamcast? I actually don't know. Okay. I think the console I played the most was the PlayStation 2, by far. Or the GameCube. But probably the PlayStation 2 because I replayed Kingdom Hearts like just over and over and over and over again. I'm about to get lost. Hold on. We're actually pretty close to Erromon. Silence. I don't really listen to sounds. See, yeah, I've never seen this dialogue before. Sixth generation? Was that like the PS2 era? Or the PS3 era? Or neither? But yeah, let's see. I had a lot of I played like Devil May Cry 3, Final Fantasy 10, 12, 10 2. This is it, right? Yeah. Yeah, you'll see something, different every once in a while, but there's just so much obsession with Unreal Engine that they all, not all of them, but there's just a bunch that feel kind of samey and kind of look the samey. Like you can play them so often that you can pick out all the assets from like the Unreal Engine store. I'd say like whenever I had a GameCube, a PS2, and an Xbox, I think that was my favorite time ever. So for GameCube, I had like Smash Melee, Pikmin, Luigi's Mansion. the Wind Waker. Resident Evil 4, actually. I'm gonna wait on her for a second. Yeah, there's less limitations, you know. And with limitations comes you know, creativity. You gotta get I don't know. You just gotta think outside the box, I guess. I wonder how many herbs it uses to heal. I've never played Camelot. But the ogre battle graphics were really, really, really endearing. Sweet. Mercenary belt. I played Golden Sun. Yeah. Oh, was Camelot the developer of Golden Sun? Yeah, I played it, but I never actually beat it. I was fighting, oh, I can't remember which direction I was going. I think I was going this way. I remember it was a boss near the end of the game, and it was 2 people. And I think they were the people going around with your little brother, or that one girl's little brother. Felix, I think was his name. Or something like that. And they were, I don't know, they just beat the shit out of me. So I never actually beat it. Okay. Yeah, see, I didn't know they made those either. I only knew them for Golden Sun. That's another one I need to go back and play again. I still have a Game Boy Advance, like right over there. Oh, she's actually almost kind of dead. You know, I think I saw Magellar talk about that. Do they have some of the Shining Force games on like Nintendo Online for the Switch? I want to say I played one of them for a little bit on there. I may be getting it confused with something else. But there was like a game where you would go into battle, and it looked like a 80s cartoon. So was the third one like Japanese only or something, or were they all just Japanese? Or was the translation just bad? We should almost be there. Oh. That's kind of fascinating. Huh. What was that for? The Dreamcast? Oh, it was for the Saturn. Okay. I gotta level this dude's bow up. Yeah, me too. And I feel the same way about book series. I don't think I'm ever going to start another incomplete book series ever again. 'Cause I'm waiting on Game of Thrones and the King Killer Chronicle to come out. I've been waiting on both of those since 2011, so it's been 14 years. That's a long time. I'm gonna have to go back through the chat and write down all these games. Yeah, I just started watching a Record of Lodoss War, actually. I actually don't know. I can't remember if I started the OVA or the TV series. It's on Crunchyroll. The OVA's better, huh? Are you freaking serious? It's based on a D&D campaign? Damn, I gotta finish that. Okay. Dude, I really wish I had... I'm actually going to talk about this a lot in the next video. About tabletop gaming. D&D specifically. But I really wish I had known about it earlier. I just I didn't actually start playing until like, God, I was like 23 years old or something like that. And it was just completely random. I just happened to have like a friend of a friend who knew about it, and then it was kind of like when Neo learned about the Matrix. Like they took me to their dungeon master, and he like slowly started explaining to me how their world worked. He handed me like a 10-page packet on one of their political factions. I was just like, fuck yeah, let's go. I've never played Wizardry either. I haven't played shit. Yeah, I was doing a little bit of reading about how D&D got started and how like him and his buddies were actually like they were fans of wargaming. And then they just sort of like slowly transitioned that into making it into like fantasy novel type stuff. But I think the first edition I started playing with was 3.5. And that's actually the edition that I'm the most familiar with. But like the group that I play with has like a heavily modified version of 3.5. There's no way he's gonna make that shot. Actually, I want to give him a chance. Damn. Yeah, I really only know about the Forgotten Realms. But I know like Dark Sun was popular. There's another one that's pretty popular that I can't think of right now. Dragonlance, right? I think I have some books set in Dragonlance. But yeah, they got me into D&D and then loaned me like a couple of Drizzt Do'Urden books, and then it just kind of took off from there. I've played like thousands of hours with those same people, just like the four of us. The vampire one, what was that? I can't remember. But yeah, they actually made up their own world and stuff. It's still got like humans, dwarves, and elves, but it's got like their own countries and its own like lore and like pantheon of gods. Their own like classes and subclasses and what have you. And it's really cool because if some of our player characters, if they survive, then we usually tie them into future stories if it makes sense. So I've been playing with them for like 11 years or something like that. Sevoran was or Sevoran was actually a paladin, like an elf paladin I made for one of those games. That's where that name came from. He just shot through the grass. Is that supposed to come out this year? That's another D&D inspired game. I actually saw I saw Suikoden 2 at the game store. It was like They were selling it for like $100 and something. I'm trying to get her strength up so she can use Warfang. Oh, it comes out in March? Damn. I might have to play the first two then. Or I could just wait, I guess. I forgot he has a boat. Oh, jeez. It's Spirit Shield all the way through Kitterak's tent. From here on out. Well, that's cool. It sounds like I'd really be into it. I actually haven't started another game yet. I just finished Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, so I'm going to need something else to play. And I actually don't know what I'm going to make a video on after Dark Alliance. Oh, that's a direwolf. Oh my god. I've underestimated this creature. Freaking sweet. I didn't know that. I have them, like the emulated versions, but I just haven't started them. Were they PlayStation games? I'm worried she's gonna die. The water margin, huh? Oh, sweet. Is 108 Stars of Destiny a book too? I just finished like a 1,300 page mega fantasy book, and it was kind of disappointing, so I think I'm done reading for a while. Dude. Just kill this thing. Oh, is it how many characters there are? I think I remember people talking about there being a ton of characters. I hope I didn't get turned around. It's kind of hard for me to wrap my head around 108 characters. I thought Ogre Battle was out of control. I think there's another game like that called like Romancing Saga or something. It might not be that one. There's another one for one of those old systems where you can recruit like over 100 characters. Oh my god, you have to get all of them. That's actually pretty sick. Well, now I really want to play them. I want to play them like right now. But then the remaster's coming out in March. All right. I think I'm going to call it here. Successfully made it to Erromon in a mere, how long did that take? 50 minutes? And Brenna lived. But yeah, no doubt. I got to go to work tomorrow. But yeah, I guess I'll wait for the remaster and I'll probably just stream them. That sounds like a good time. It was good to see you, RJ. Sorry, I kind of dipped like as soon as you got here. But I appreciate you hanging out yesterday and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna dip. Fortunately, I have to pay some bills tomorrow, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out.